look, man, Ayuk isn't really leaving any mysteries. He seems like he doesn't want to be here. I mean, his latest post on social media was just so overt. In my opinion, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. Who do you really blame for this, right? Because
Oh,
you've got Shanahan who put him in the doghouse early.
mm-hmm.
Then you have him balling out. I remember the NFC Championship game against the Rams and
Mm-hmm.
breaking that game down afterwards. He ran something like 23 routes, and 19 of those routes he was wide open. And I was saying at that time, man, if they force fed Ayuk in that game, they might have won that game. So you have that. You have the Super Bowl where he gets 6 targets, 3 catches, has more yards than Debo, even though Debo has the same amount of catches on 11 targets.
It's
He
true.
comes out at the end of the season, says, "Oh, don't forget what got you there."
It's
Basically,
true.
like, why didn't I get the ball more? All off season, I love Jaden Daniels and I might play elsewhere and I'm this and that. Then finally, you guys come together. The marriage is in place, no prenup, and you move forward. Then you have short skate. You have this offseason where the 49ers are saying, well, we'll listen to any trade. And it seems like the 49ers don't want to be involved. It sounds like he doesn't want to be involved. That's the way that they're both putting, that's like what they're putting out in the atmosphere. Neither one wants to be involved in this relationship yet. He's still here. If there was a post June 1st trade, I don't think it would be Trent. I think it would be Brandon. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would put my money on that one out of the two if I was a betting man, but I'm not. I just like more or less is with price picks.
Yeah, it
Promo
was
code Cohn.
Trent. He doesn't seem like he has like animus towards the organization. It seems he's more like, do I really want to play football? That's my interpretation. It's like I'm so rich and I'm kind of old and yeah, I'm great, but like, that's kind of the vibe I get from
Yeah.
Brandon. It's like, nah, man, I want to play football, but not for you. I don't like you, and it's like, whoa, dude, like this has been brewing for a long time, and I'm sure it goes back to 2021, freaking 2021. And I don't know, maybe Brandon's being childish, but it seems like as a coach, it's kind of your responsibility. You put the dude in the doghouse, repair the relationship. You guys have known each other for half a decade. You gave him an extension. You wanted him here. Take him out to dinner. Go to Dave and Buster's. Go to Cirque du Soleil. Go to Vegas. Whatever it takes. You know what
I
I'm saying?
I
Like,
do
make it
think
happen.
I think both things can be true. I do think that Brandon's being a little childish right now, for
Yes,
sure. It's like,
obviously.
what are you doing? But also it is Kyle Shanahan's problem. So fix it. You've got to fix it or move on. I'm fine with that. To me, they're at such a crossroads, Grant. We just talked about 38% of this roster has been turned over, which means they're trying to set a tone of a 49er way as they move forward with this new roster. Keeping Brandon Aiyuk around if he's truly pissed off, you think that's a good way to start off this whole new regime and just put that into the locker room? I think that's a
Yeah,
bad
why does
idea.
Michael Williams
So
need to be exposed to that? He doesn't understand. He wasn't on the team. He has none of these grievances. He just wants to win.
even Ricky Pearsall, man, like he's such a good
Yeah,
vibe. Like, hopefully he can stay
true.
healthy or whatever. But it's like, man, Ricky Pearsall is just such a infectious, good attitude. You want that around. I'm not saying, listen, I love what Ayuk did for Lenore. I really think Lenore is who he is because of
I
Brandon
agree.
Ayuk. I mean, those guys competed every day. Brandon Ayuk talked trash to him and kind of big brothered him into being a good player, helped him along the way. So there's a difference in talking trash the way Lenore does, which maybe a little over the top sometimes, but it's not toxic towards your team. What Brandon's doing is isolating himself. And it seems like he's been doing it since last offseason, and he's totally fine being that way. And he's always kind of been that way, anyways. He was always kind of his own guy,
Mhm.
beat it to his own drum. He was quiet, did his own thing, kept to himself. And that's fine when you're doing the things like being a leader to Diomede or Lenore. It's not fine when you're on Instagram every other week shouting out a reason why you don't want to be with the team. That's those two things aren't good.
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now. Yeah, and you don't have my sympathy when you cashed all those checks and they gave you $39 million
Right.
and you're like, I still don't want to be here. Like, all right, man, then then you shouldn't have signed this contract and you had the trade. Like, the only reason you're not on the Steelers is because at the last minute you went over to Kyle and be like, you know what, let's give it a shot. Let's try this. It's like, that's on you. So to me, the Niners often find this like weird middle ground when there's two choices. They always find this weird third choice. The choice is work it out with Brandon, fix the relationship, or trade him. And they're like, nah, let's just let it fester and extend him. Like, nah, I don't think that's what you want to do. Let's just not acknowledge it and sweep it under the rug. No, 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 no. Go to therapy. Talk about it.
You know what this is? Everybody has a friend that has done this where, or knows somebody or a relationship that's like this, where you've got two people in a relationship and they're clearly not happy. But for some reason, instead of ending it, they're like, you know what? We'll fix this, either marriage or a baby. Let's do one of those two things. It's like, okay, cool. That made it way worse. And you're
Or even
divorced
more
6 months
toxic
later.
is like, I'll be such a jerk that they'll dump me. Because I don't want to. I kind of want to end this relationship. We live together, and it'd be really difficult. And they'd have to. We got cats. We got cats. We have to split up the cats. But if I pass out drunk at 7 every night, like, they'll have to dump me. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, don't do that.
Just end it. I don't know.
Just end it.
It's weird.
Hey, I'm not feeling it anymore.
They were both about ready to end it last year, and then they at the last second were like, no. Let's just push forward with this. Like, okay.
Save a Horse says Aiyuk is car shopping. Hey, sometimes people just find different passions. Maybe he just likes cars.
Sure. Yeah.
I like cars. You never really know what you're going to feel passionate about until you have $40 million. Not that I've ever had that, but I would imagine it would put a new perspective on things. You know what?
Change things a little
I don't like concussions anymore. It's over. Sorry.